Welcome. Starting with very basic and important question. What is purpose of status labeling in pharmaceutical industry? Status labeling ensures that every material, equipment and area in pharmaceutical plant clearly displays its current status. It is done to prevent mix-ups, cross-contamination or unintended use. It visually communicates whether something is ready for use, under process or needs cleaning or quarantine. Which guidelines are commonly referred for status labeling? First, WHO TRA, that is Technical Report Series number 986 Annex 2. Second, as per EUGMP Part 1 Chapter 5.26, label should clearly identify the status of materials, products and equipment. As per Schedule M India Part 1 Clause 12, all equipment and materials shall be labeled to indicate their status. What are the key objectives of status labeling? First, to avoid use of wrong or unapproved materials. Second, to ensure traceability and accountability. Third, to facilitate line clearance and batch documentation. Fourth, very important, to support GMP compliance and regulatory audits. Very commonly asked question, what are the key types of status label? First, clean label. Typical color is green. It indicates equipment or area is cleaned and ready for use. Second, under process label. Typical color yellow. This indicates batch is in progress or equipment is being used. Third very commonly used label is to be cleaned or dirty label. The typical color is red. It indicates equipment or area used and not yet clean. Other key labels are approved label, rejected label, quarantine label, in calibration or out of calibration label. What are the minimum required status labels for materials and what do they signify? First, quarantine label. Quarantine label applied upon receipt. It signifies that the material has not been evaluated by the quality unit and must not be used in production. Second label, approved or release label. This label is applied after the material has been sampled, tested, and reviewed and found to comply with all specifications. Third label, rejected label. Rejected label is applied when the material fails to meet specifications or is otherwise unsuitable for use. It must be physically segregated and clearly identified to prevent inadvertent use. Where status labels are used in the pharmaceutical industry. Status labels are used for raw materials and packaging materials, work in progress batches, finished goods, equipment and machines, for example, granulator, compression machines, blender, etc. Rooms or areas for indicating clean, in use, or disinfected status, and for documents also as draft, controlled, and absolute. What is importance of status labeling? Status labeling is important to prevent mix-ups and contamination. It ensures only approved materials enter manufacturing. It supports audit readiness and data integrity. Status labeling is essential for batch release and investigation traceability. How is status labeling applied for equipment? Clean, to be clean, in use, and under maintenance are the labels that are commonly applied for equipment. This supports line clearance and cross contamination control. Very important question, why is color coding used in status labeling? Color coding, for example, green for approved, red for rejected, helps staff quickly identify status visually and reduces error. Very important question, what are the consequences of a wrong status labeling? The major consequences of a wrong status labeling are batch contamination risk, data integrity violations, and regulatory non-compliance for FDA, WHO, and EUGMP. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Subscribe to channel for more informative videos related to our pharmaceutical industry.